The fellas deserve that tonight. They absolutely did. The Toronto Raptors did a few things today. Number one, they've won 2 in a row against the Golden State Warriors, albeit, not 2019 Golden State Warriors or before then. However, they beat the Golden State Warriors. And tonight, against the Boston Celtics, and yes, Boston had not been playing as well recently. Coming to play 28-12, 6-4 in the last 10. Haven't been playing the greatest basketball recently. But hello, the Raptors had won 9 freaking games all year. Make that 10. Now, let me say this. I don't care where people stand on the tank or this and that. As a Toronto sports fan, when you have an opportunity to beat a Boston franchise, and it usually happens in the regular season more than the freaking playoffs, you take that, you run with it. Especially after the Raptors, let's be honest, lost their last game by 54, a franchise record to the Celtics team. You didn't want to see anything like that happen again. And you won by 13 and held them to under 100 points. Well, people are going to think, who wasn't playing for Boston? First things first, you're playing a 9-win Raptors team, regardless of that. You look at that roster, I'm looking through the roster on the Score app, I don't see a single lick of an injury. Jason Tatum played, Jaylen Brown played, Drew Holiday played, Kristaps Porzingis played, Red Hot Peyton Pritchard played, and actually I think he had a pretty good game too. He had 20 off the bench. Al Horford played. Who am I missing? Derek White played only 21 minutes. Did he get hurt during the game? No. He just wasn't great. And there's that. Everybody played. And the Raptors, with no Emmanuel Quickley, may I add, won by 13. I mean, I don't know where this is going to lead, if anywhere. But I'm proud of these guys tonight. And you could tell the final whistle, when Scotty Barnes literally got so fired up, he turned the ball over out of bounds. This win meant something to these guys. Again, regardless of what this means the next game against Milwaukee, this win meant something to these guys. And that is now back-to-back games for the Toronto Raptors. Not only did you get wins, but you held the Golden State Warriors again. Not the old Golden State Warriors, but you held them to 101 points. And yes, the Celtics have been struggling recently, but you held the Celtics team to 97 points. And shout out Matt Devlin for the stat. The Celtics didn't score a field goal for the final 4:50. Yeah, Hauser hit a 3 in garbage time, basically, right at the end there. But other than that, they got nothing in the final 5 minutes of this basketball game. The defensive intensity from everybody tonight. Everybody. Scotty Barnes was awesome defensively today. Obviously had to guard Jason Tatum straight up. And he was clearly getting into the third quarter, right? On the blown call on the dunk from Jason Tatum, or the Chris Boucher slap. Scotty Barnes clapping, getting up in his grill. He's getting into it. I love it. And obviously the fake, the fake charge, and then swats Jaylen Brown with the left hand. Big stuff from Scotty. RJ, I thought RJ, this was one of his best games of the year. People are going to, say point totals from games past. He had 22, 10, and 8 today. Shot 10 of 18 from the field and 1 of 4 from the line. Was 1 of 5 from 3, but it's not that. 22, 10, and 8. Had a steal and a block. Was a +8 on the floor. And guarded Jaylen Brown hard. Jaylen Brown finished today with 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting. Jason Tatum finished today 16 and 10 on 5 of 15 shooting. Outstanding. Jakob Poeltl, double-double. Perfect shooting, 8 of 8 from the field, 16 and 11 and a couple assists as well. Had a block in the game. He was a +7. And shout out Davion Mitchell, man. At one point there, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time when Jacoby Walter was getting the minutes and whatnot. And Davion, when IQ was back, you slap Davion Mitchell back in the starting unit and he starts guarding like crazy. And also, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, had 2 steals, and it was a team high plus 16 while he was on the floor. Awesome stuff. Grady Dick, defensively, he just can't be the weak link for me, right? He's got to get better. But, again, fine. He only played 25 minutes today, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists on 4 of 9 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line, was 2 of 6 from 3, plus 5 on the floor. You'll take it. Your bench scoring, what'd they give you? Well, Bruce Brown, 7 and 7. Kelly Olynyk, 7, 3 and 4. Fine in 17 minutes, right? I don't think any of them were minus players. Maybe one was. Ochai Agbaji was a -9, but he left the game with a cut on his hand. Did not return after he had 5 points, 4 boards, and 1 assist, but was a -9 in 12 minutes. But the one guy I want to talk about is Jamal Shed. I mentioned him in the last game. What did he have against Golden State? Was it that game that I talked about? No. It was probably the Cleveland game, I guess, where he had 15 in that close loss. But again, I like what we're seeing, right? The 3-point shots falling. He's a perfect 3-3 against Cleveland. 1 of 1 against Detroit. 3 of 4 against Golden State. And today, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3-point range. Jamal Shed continues to work on his 3-point shooting, and he is now up near 37% from 3 on the season. Considering where it started, you like what you're seeing. He had 8 points today, 1 assist in 15 minutes of work, was a +2 on the floor. I thought I get the two mixed up because they play literally the same sort of basketball. But awesome stuff, and of course, I cannot sit here and not talk about the Raptors' ball movement. Defensively, they were awesome. I was just very impressed. But ball movement. Since Darko Rajakovic took this team over, the preach has been assists and ball movement. And the Raptors dropped 35 assists today. 35 assists on 45 made field goals. Remarkable stuff. The Raptors shot 32% from 3. The Celtics made 5 more threes than the Toronto Raptors did today. But they out-rebounded them. They moved the ball great. And it wasn't just moving the ball. It's guys moving without the ball. When you watch some of these possessions, right? Davion Mitchell's dump off pass to Jakob with the slam dunk. Look how that play starts. It's a Scotty Barnes screen, which he goes out for a 3-point range, brings the defense out a little bit. Davion drives inside with a little bit of a pick and roll. In goes Jakob, throws it down. 3 or 4 guys are moving on the play, keeping things humming. I was just very impressed tonight. Again, does this mean anything moving forward? We'll see. Can't tell the future. But for tonight, I was very impressed with this team and easily the best win of the year for the Toronto Raptors. And they deserved it. They absolutely deserved it. Now, as I mentioned, their next game is on Friday? Friday in Milwaukee against the Bucks. An 8 p.m. tip-off there. That video, guys, I'm not sure if it'll be uploaded that night or if I'll do it the next day or whatever, because I'll be going to a buddy's place for the weekend. So if I have time and it makes sense to do it, I'll try and get a video out to you guys. But Raptors in Milwaukee, 8 p.m. tip off. Looking for a pizza party. Looking for that 3rd consecutive W. I don't know. It's weird to say. Let's just see how they play. I want to see if they can consistently defend like we saw the last 2 games. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks, I believe, got Chris Middleton back. They just beat the living crap out of the Orlando Magic by 29 tonight, and they've won 2 games in a row. They beat the Sacramento Kings by 15. So, and obviously both games at home. So the Raptors are going to Milwaukee, where they have won 1 game all year on the road. They've won 9 at home, 1 on the road. What are we going to see on Friday night? We'll see. All right. So, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the dub today, because, look, I get it, Tank, I get it. But if you enjoyed the game because it was very entertaining and I'm proud of these guys, hit that like button, do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Raptors, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course, TikTok is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Leafs edition, God, tomorrow night, I'll be at Scotiabank Arena. Leafs Devils, 7 o'clock. Please be giving me my money's worth. I didn't last time after the tickets got scammed against St. Louis, and they got their ass kicked that night. Please, please, please give me a good game tomorrow after losing 3 straight and looking horrible. And as for the Toronto Raptors, Friday night in Milwaukee against the Bucks, 8 p.m. tip-off there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And the dub this evening, Talk to you guys then.